say, I've got a few minutes just to quickly show you what I've been doing to my Nun of the Sacred Heart. What I've done is I've taken this watch piece and painted inside and made that little heart and did all of that, glued it on. I took this cross, I threw it in some hydrogen peroxide, vinegar and salt and rusted it, as well as this chain a bit as well. This is Ganesh here, and I added some watches and started to put some rusty, well, I made like a paint mixture of oranges and blacks and made a rusty colour and started to blend it in a bit, but I'm going to rust these and blend them right in. So this is what I've done so far. I'm pretty happy with how she's turned out. I'm going to start painting on her and adding the barbed wire and all of that stuff now. So while I'm at it, I want to talk about the idea of sharing yourself online. If you're like a YouTuber, or a lot of people share their lives, their art, their passion, who they are through their blogs. There are a lot of artists that write. I'm unfortunately not one of those people that like to write a lot. I still do write a lot, but I don't write a lot about what I'm doing, thinking, feeling, because I find that I like to video it instead. Vlogging for me is the way that I can share my feelings, my immediate thoughts instantly. I don't have time to really sit down and think about stuff, unless, you know, I'm writing it for a purpose. Like my book that I'm still writing, which is going to be amazing, I have to say, because there's so much cool stuff in there. When it's going to be ready, I don't know, but let me tell you this, if I was starting out, or even if I'm a practicing artist, I would want to get this book because it's got a lot of wisdom in there, and a lot of really cool information that would have helped me in a huge amount of ways. But anyway, when I get the book finished and when it's there, you guys will know about it. But you know, when I first started out on YouTube, I had no intention of telling you guys about pretty much anything except for my art. But I just found that it's hard not to, because art is so entwined in your life, and your art is a representation of your thoughts, your feelings, everything. So it can, you know, there's this relationship. What I've learnt over the last 3 years is that the more you share of yourself, like as a person, what your thoughts are, what you believe in, that helps people get a better idea of who you are, and in turn that helps sell your work, because you don't just buy a piece of art for the visual art, the look of it. Well, you do, a lot of it, but you buy the art of the artist, from the artist that you know a little bit about, you know, their story, you know, things about their life, and that's what really makes it interesting, because then you have this connection. And so I really think it's really important that you give people a sense of who you are, and you know, you don't always have to blog the good stuff. For me, I always thought, well, I'm not going to blog anything negative. I'm not going to blog if I'm angry, pissed off, upset. You know, people don't want to know that, because there's enough doom and gloom in the world, which is true on one hand, but at the same time it's like, well, this is a vlog, and not all vlogs have to be, it's a representation of my life, because life goes up and down all the time. We all get inspired, uninspired, happy, sad, you name it. We all go through it constantly, all the emotions. And so why should vlogs always be always showing the good stuff? People want to know who you are as a human being. People relate to you better if you expose yourself. And I know for a lot of people that's really scary, because there's a lot of haters out there. Honestly. I've been fortunate enough to only have 6 on since I've started on YouTube, which is fantastic. I actually had my 6th one the other day, actually. And it was in response to my None of the Sacred Heart video. And it wasn't about my singing. Because I can sing in the shower really good. With earphones. No. It was just some religious nutter going on about me for altering the Sacred Virgin Mary sculpture and that blah blah blah. I mean, really religious nutter, over the top, screaming and shouting and throwing Bible verses at me. You're going to burn in hell. Blah 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 blah. Well, last time I checked, I'm gay, and I'm probably going to go in. I'm going to burn in hell anyway. So you know, whatever. Yeah, whatever. But I think it only makes you tougher when you see the hatred that when people throw stuff at you. That's not a reflection of you, it's a reflection of them. So I always try to keep that in mind when someone doesn't like my art, or I get criticised about something. I look at them. It's not a reflection of me, it's a reflection of them, and why are they reacting to it so much? There must be some reason for it. You know, what's happened in their lives that it's caused that reaction. So I think the more you give of yourself, the more people understand you. You know, there's more of a connection they have with your art. I guess that's where this vlog was going. Yeah. Okay, guys. Have a great weekend / week, wherever you are, what you're doing, whatever time of day or night it is. I'll talk to you soon. Later.